So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
When you take a quick look at the box score, you'd think, okay, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. They clearly won the game, but it wasn't the case. And what that tells me is they're just not getting enough contribution from the entire team. He had a really nice day. Some things that he still needs to clean up, but can they get better balance on the offensive side of the ball? And then, frankly, they need to make more plays on defense and get more contribution out of the special teams. This can't just be a team that puts all the pressure on the quarterback position and says, hey, go out every week and just win us the game by yourself.
Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. That is caught by Washington. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Jacksonville.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
This one complete to Washington. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Jacksonville.
Man in motion here is Tucker. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one taken in. Touchdown, Jaguars. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Next to score, Jaguars 7, Dolphins
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Saul, going to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap for Tua. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. Here's Devon Achane. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They bring their tight end right. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Now a 1st down throw for Tua. Quick throw, taken in. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the Jaguars' 12-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Achane. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He pulls it in around the 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Tua. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and, man, they were this close to coming away.
Good blocking, and he's in. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Miami. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. A safe kick taken at the 5. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Jags offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Tight end going in motion here. To the air now on 1st and 10. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back to South Florida after this. Here's 3rd and 2. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. Gibbs with a 1st down and more. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Tungo Vailoa. His throw left side is complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Tua. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
And I think after that last sack, we're going to see a little bit of a change in strategy by the offensive coordinator. He decided to go empty. There's no one in the backfield to help with the offensive line, pick up blitzes, and even if you have some opportunities downfield, you got to protect the quarterback first.
3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Tua. Look wide. Get this one complete. Well, this one is in reverse again. They're going to lose more yardage here, and it's going to bring up 4th down. That is fielded at the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion left. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Open man, left side, he's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll look to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. Putting the tight end in motion. He's got it inside the 5. And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's second and goal. Back to the air one more time. To the goal line and in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. Little on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will take a 21-7 lead.
Dolphins 7.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with first and 10. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Tight end on the move left. 2 and out on first down. Thrown left side. The catch is made. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's complete to Pearsall. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Throwing again, it's Tua. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Tight end, the motion man to the right. To the air again, Tungo Vailoa. This one complete right side. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. Again, it's Tua. He's got his man complete to Pearsall. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Tua to throw again. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That is Josh Hines-Allen from his defensive end spot to record the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's 2. The pressure all over him. He goes down again. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. So now the Dolphins turn it over to their field goal team. This one from 52 yards away. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Dolphins cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's Pitts. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. Pitts is the man in motion. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Now the Jags will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. We have a tight end motioning left here. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off from their execution and leads to an incompletion. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football as we send you up to Orlando for a check-in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's all yours.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports half.
And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. And look, they've been On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Moving the tight end right. Back to throw is Tua. A quick throw that's complete on the slant. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Tua. Short pass taken in by the tight end. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Miami.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. A quick throw right side. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's 2. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Dolphins.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
The Jaguars offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Tucker. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He gets this one to Tucker. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. This one complete to Washington. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. There's that man again, another catch. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs, and he will fight his way to the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs, touchdown Jacksonville. He's got another one, his 2nd touchdown of the evening. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Pearsall going to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Now a screen set up for Achane. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Tua. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Tua going to throw here on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that ball's intercepted by Trayvon Diggs. Yeah. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. And they begin, to say the least, in a tremendous spot. 1st and goal from the 2. Now Tua. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. The extra point is good. And the Dolphins have cut the deficit to 5. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. In motion comes Thomas. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. Once again, it's Gibbs. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the carry, here's Achane. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. Once again, it's Achane. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. Good work on the ground. He's got it. 1st down. Up and around the 42.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
That's taken in by Achane. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
At the 46-yard line.
Tua going to give it to Achane. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. Tua now on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by Gibbs. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They hand it to Gibbs. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Jaguars ready to punt this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a give to Achane. That won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line.
Automatic first down.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's H.A. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane, and he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now, this looks like a design run. Mark him right on the 15, and the march continues. That is a 1st down picked up on the ground. And now you hold your breath when you see this. That's Tua, who's in some obvious discomfort. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. Now this time they'll look to throw. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Man in motion here is Tucker. Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Finding space at the 40. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Now a give up the middle. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down. They'll send the tight end in motion right. They'll drop to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an E. Second and 11. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from South Florida.